Hello everyone and welcome to Manage Budgets and Financial Plans. My name is Radek Palson and I'll be your online lecturer for this trimester. To know where you're going, it's good to know where you're coming from. And since we are going to work together over the next 12 weeks, I would like to take this opportunity and first introduce myself. So to start with, I'll tell you a little bit about myself and my academic and professional background, which dates, unfortunately, as far as 20 years ago. The deepest roots of my professional life lie in hospitality industry. First, after finishing high school, I've completed 3 years apprenticeship, after which I continued my studies and completed a number of further qualifications ranging from certificates, diplomas, advanced diploma, and 5 years later, an undergraduate degree in business management and administration. Um, I was fully engaged in the workforce from a fairly young age, basically since I left high school, and already throughout my apprenticeship, working within business operations and administration level. And then later, when I completed my degree in business management with highest honor in business economics, which is something I'm proud of, I further advanced my expertise within a tactical and strategic management level as I've been appointed to a number of executive management roles. Amongst others, I could perhaps as a highlight mention my 5 years employment with Dorint Hotels and Resorts, which is part of the Accor Group. I was responsible for one of their entire division, and I was deployed in a number of their establishments throughout Europe, in different countries and different cities. Good times traveling around, visiting places, France, Strasbourg, Germany, Berlin, Stuttgart, Gera, Baden-Baden, or Czech Republic, Prague, and so on. So I had a rather stimulating exposure, which made me develop a passion for the industry in my job, and I certainly gained an invaluable experience in various aspects of business operations, and most importantly, in the administration. Besides working in a number of key management positions in businesses of larger scale, I've also provided consultancy services to a number of startups and rollouts as small establishments. Reaping the benefits of previous experience, I've helped to set up and run a few smaller enterprises, which at the same time helped me to further shape my knowledge and my business acumen. Worked with Australian Institute of Management, AIM, which is a company that implements TQM programs, total quality management programs, specifically tailored for different companies with a simple objective, and that is to improve business performance, especially when it comes to resource management, revenue and cost control, staff development and retention, and I also tap a little bit into marketing and promotions. Um, I've helped to develop and implemented a number of training programs, programs that were delivered within the workplace settings. Um, and during the last 4 years, I sort of progressed from delivering training in a workplace setting to facilitating education in a classroom environment. So currently, I work as a lecturer and trainer for a number of registered organizations that are providing AQF recognized qualifications. Um, so while the scope of my professional background maybe is not that broad, it basically evolves around running a business. The actual exposure, I believe, is quite diverse. Um, I've also been appointed as an educational consultant, helping young people with their future goals, and I'm an industry committee for a number of associations and companies. So I also maintain quite a strong link with the industries. So that's a little bit about myself, and I think that for time being, that's quite enough. So what I'd like to do now is to talk you through what we will be covering and outline the topics for the coming weeks, and what are some of the expectations for this subject in terms of your efforts, in particular when it comes to completion of the required assessments. As you will see when you go through the portal, each week is introducing a different topic, gradually covering all elements of the unit of competency. We'll start with the basics of financial management, covering things like forms of business ownership and business structures and regulations, uh, basic accounting concepts and principles. We'll touch the financial accounting practices and financial management process, including the financial accounting cycle, the different record keeping systems and the different types of financial statements. What do they look like? What's the content and what's the format? We'll learn to read them so we will be able to analyze them and understand business performance. Budgeting, planning, developing, implementation and control of budgets, and using budgets to manage business performance. A bit of reporting on financial position and financial performance, so there'll be a few financial ratios and some KPIs we're going to cover, cost concepts, pricing strategies, break-even points or CVPP, cost volume, price and profit analysis, some basic cash management practices, so we'll learn how to implement some good cash management strategies, and within that I'll also introduce the topic known as time value of money. It's an interesting concept outlining the calculations for compound interest, and we'll also learn about different techniques which are used for investment evaluation when it comes to budgeting for capital expenditure, so investing in assets, some depreciation, and by the end we'll just cover monitoring and reviewing budgets, variance analysis, and contingency planning, and strategies for improvement. So it's quite a lot of it, and we also have got quite a lot of resources for this. We will be using this book, which is the Manage Budgets and Financial Plans, and then further on the portal you will find there's a study guide, PowerPoint slides, video files, there's text files, there'll be links, as well as self-checked quizzes and activities. They will all help you to grasp the material and understand the topics. Having mentioned the quizzes and activities, there are some which you will be assessed on, and the results you'll achieve will partially contribute towards your final mark. So we're using what's known as a formative assessment. That means the final grade is a combination of results from different forms of assessments. Besides quizzes and activities, there will also be a final written test that's due in week 12, and there will be an assignment that will be something that I'll address further down the track in week 3, and it'll be due in week 9. There are also weekly discussion forums, which will be the primary platform we will use to communicate with each other. Each forum will address a different topic, and at times you will be encouraged throughout the next 12 weeks to undertake additional learning tasks. This might include research, reading, reflection, or drawing upon your knowledge in practice situations, etc. I really would like to encourage you to get involved in these discussion forums. It is the space where I would like to consolidate all our individual experiences and views into one rich resource pool where you can share and challenge your expertise, especially pertaining to given area or topic. You can ask questions, you can address any areas in which you might need additional help. I call it the muddy points. So we can really reap the benefits of collaborative learning. Needless to say, the overall experience will be to an extent a result of our mutual effort, and therefore the success of this course also slightly hinges on the engagement of everyone involved. For now, the absolutely first thing I'd like you to do, however, is to go in the general discussion forum on the portal. It's the first forum right on the top, and post up a brief introduction about yourself. You will notice there are 5 questions which I'd like all of you to answer so we can get to know each other a little. So for now, I would like to thank you for watching this video and wish you good luck, and I really look forward to working with you and staying in touch through the discussion forums on the portal. See you there.